Welcome again to another Trogley's Guitars video. This one, it's not vintage like I typically sell. It is a 2008 Gibson Custom Classic. Not to be confused with a Classic Custom. Basically, it is a classic Les Paul with an ebony fretboard, from what I understand. This one is in a silver burst finish. If you're purchasing this online, it will come with this Roadrunner case for shipping purposes. If you have run across this listing via Craigslist, I am not including the case, since I can offer you a better price that way. You can see, 1 latch, 2 latch, 3 latch, 4 latch, 5 latch, 6 latch case. And here she is. This one has had a few modifications, but overall it is a very good looking Les Paul. As you can see, the bridge humbucker here has been changed out for something like a death bucker or something. It's a really weird thing. I personally don't enjoy the sound of it. It's like really trebly, but I only play clean, so I'm sure this pickup sounds awesome through like a more high gain amp for a more modern sound, but since I typically only play classic rock, I'm not a fan of it. Looks like the bridge and tailpiece here have been changed out for black. This guitar, personally, I think would look a lot better if you switched that back out for another one of these and put on, silver tuning things. Bridge and tailpiece. And I haven't opened up this guitar yet, but this pot does this, so I'm assuming that one's not original. But everything electronic works. However, there is a slight hum that we will look into when I do the video demonstration of this guitar. We will take it out of the case and get into our usual view here. Alright, there she is. Overall, condition-wise, a relatively clean guitar. There's only one major flaw on this guitar, and that is the reason why I have this one priced so low. As you can see, very nice Gibson logo with the crown. I think it looks more like a frog, but eh. Looking online, I'm not sure if this is original, because I've never seen one that just says Les Paul on this model. I think it looks very nice. Frets are in good condition here. No major divots or anything in the fretboard. However, you are missing an inlay here. Now, you do not have to even put one in there. It plays fine without it. But if you push down really hard, it will bend the note a little bit. I think you can buy about a set of new mother of pearl inlays for about 20 bucks on eBay. Or this would be a great opportunity for you to switch these out for abalone inlays, if you're into those. As you can see, a very nice, gorgeous finish here. Not too much wear on the top. It is important to note that there is a little bit of paint chips down here. Can't really see them very well, but it is there, but it's all covered up. I think this guitar could use a good cleaning. I think most of that would come off with that. overall, I mean, the guitar was played a little bit, but, you know, it was taken care of. You do have some buckle rash, and the finish is kind of matting right there. I don't know if that would clean off or not. A few scratches here and there. Just less for you to have to worry about. Neck is in good shape. No headstock breaks or repairs or anything there. There is your serial number. CC315, made in USA. These are changed out tuners here. I think it would have normally came with Grovers. I could be wrong. But these tuners are fine. The one thing I will say though is that the washers right there, they're kind of loose, so sometimes they will buzz and rattle. So if you screw them in better, I'm sure that would get rid of it. Now on to the biggest flaw of this guitar. At one point in time it took a hit. It didn't break the headstock, it just took off a piece of that wing, as you can see. I'm sure if you were really bothered by it, a skilled woodworking person could fit a piece back on and paint it black, and that would disappear. But honestly, it's only cosmetic. It really does not affect this guitar in any way. And because of that, I can offer you a much cheaper price. I would also heavily suggest getting this guitar set up properly, because I believe the truss rod should be adjusted a little bit. As you can see, the action, in my opinion, is a little bit high, and I think the neck needs a little bit of an adjustment. I honestly think this has really heavy gauge strings on it, so that could also be an issue as to why it's doing that and needs setup. But a $50 setup would have this guitar playing great. Right now, it kind of buzzes a little bit here. As you can tell, it's mainly just this E and D string. I guess it's this string, sorry. But with a proper setup, that would all go away. So, if you know how to do it, great. I am still learning setups, so hopefully I will be able to offer that in the future. That concludes our video demonstration. Now we are going to come over here. We're going to play this through my typical setup. A Gibson Skylark from, I believe it's about 1961. I will be playing with my fingers and this cool little pick. I'm not being sponsored by him, but I think it was like Mojo Picks or something. If you play jazz or just want a warmer sound for your guitar, I would definitely suggest checking these out. It's basically a quarter just shaped into a guitar pick. It's a lot different than just using a normal, guitar pick or a quarter. It just gives you a very interesting sound. I'm just plugging the guitar in right now. Okay, as described earlier, I think there's maybe a loose wire in here. I'll turn it up so you can hear it better. That's very exaggerated, but that is there. But if you touch something metal on the guitar, that goes away. So I think there's just a loose wire somewhere in here. And if you switched out the pickup to a more traditional pickup, I'm sure that would be fixed during that process. I'm just letting you know that is there. That is another reason why I have this one priced a little bit lower than the typical $1,800 asking price on these. Okay, we'll start with the neck pickup here, everything on. Back to the neck pickup because it's just such a fatter sound. As always, you can check out my Facebook page, Troglys, Troglys, where you can find my best price available on this guitar, as well as ask me any questions and see other guitars I have for sale. Thank you for watching, and enjoy.